This video I'm going to be filming whilst I'm sitting here relaxing on my couch. Once a week I try to do this. Why do I do this? I'll tell you soon. My name is Jessica Madden. On my channel here on YouTube, I help people raise their awareness and become more successful as a result. I share the amazing lessons and tips which I picked up throughout my life, and I share the amazing lessons and tips which I pick up every single day. Every single day I learn something new. Reminding you once again that the 100th subscriber to my channel here on YouTube will entitle you to a free gift which I will ship out to you wherever you are around the world. Without further ado, let's get into it. Why am I sitting here talking whilst relaxing on the couch? Why am I not talking while standing, all pumped up and all excited? I'm doing this because I think it's very, very important to leave the autopilot mode. When we do things in a routine exactly the same every single day, we go into a state of autopilot. We go into a state of routine, of repeat, and as scientists have proven, we do 96% of our actions every single day are just a repeat of yesterday. So I think it's of vital importance that I shoot YouTube videos while sitting and relaxing on my couch. And it's another reason why my YouTube videos are not shot at the exact same time every single day. Because I don't want my viewers to see me in autopilot. I don't want to be exactly the same as I was yesterday. And I want my viewers to understand the concept as well. I talk about this concept a lot. I also talk about the concept of believing that life happens for you, not to you. You were born into this life, you were born into the family you were born into, because that was something happening for you. It may have been a troubled childhood you may have had. It may be a troubled setting you may have had to live through. Understandable. I get that. But it happened for you. It happened for a good reason. Like I said in previous videos, I believe in incarnation. And I believe in incarnation because it's made my life one absolute bliss ever since I started believing in it. It's amazing. I take life less seriously. And because I take life less seriously, I'm much more creative and much more able to do things from a place of creativity. Isn't that ironic? When you leave the autopilot, you quite literally become more creative, you become more spiritually elevated, and you become a lot more innovative in the process. So that's why I'm doing this. That's why I film these videos while sitting relaxing on my couch. I also try to crack some jokes while sitting relaxing on my couch because I think it's important for people to see me as a person who could crack a joke. I'll tell you the joke right now I'm gonna crack, okay? I don't know if you should really say crack in a joke. It's probably more, I don't know, I prefer to say whatever. There's no way to talk, there's no way to paraphrase that. I'll tell you a joke about myself. Today I went to the dentist, and at the dentist, it was very weird. The dentist put this mold into my mouth, and I don't recall ever having this before. She puts the mold into my mouth, and I'm like, ouch, and I felt a bit of pain. And the reason why I thought it was funny, and I'm laughing at myself now, is because despite the fact that I was feeling pain, nonetheless, I kind of thought I had to keep quiet about the pain, which is really funny because she told me if you feel any pain, if you feel anything uncomfortable, just raise your hand. But I kind of went into this oh, I have to behave here. I gotta really behave here, and I gotta sit and behave and just accept the pain. I think that was really funny, and I'm mocking myself for it. Right. Let me carry on and talk about this amazing concept which I saw today. And that is, you know me and Aaron Doherty, my favorite teacher. He talks about the concept of taking cold showers and how it helps you with willpower. He says every morning when you get up, take a cold shower. And I'm thinking about this and I'm thinking, how am I going to take a cold shower? I'm the type of person who just I get cold very quickly. So I was like, how am I going to do this? Yes, it's good for creativity. It's good for willpower. Um, it's good for your vibrations as well. And he's proven from the Yogananda book that it helps you with your ventilation as well, which is pretty cool. I always thought of cold showers as something pretty scary. When I lived in Israel, this is going back about 20 odd years ago, for a period of time, there was no hot water. For a period of time, we didn't have any hot water. And I remember taking showers at the time. Okay, we had a lot worse than that. More than not having hot water, we also had problems with the sewer system, which I won't go into right now. But not important for this video. There was no hot water, so we had to have cold water. And I remember I would just freeze away. And it didn't quite help me with my willpower. So I don't know. I can't really... Maybe it did help me with willpower. I don't know. It's just really funny because Aaron Doherty talks about the concept of taking the cold shower, which will help you with willpower, and it'll help you make difficult situations a lot easier. I think that it did make when I lived in Israel. It made my situation feel a lot easier. I kind of felt, I don't know, I felt more attuned to living in quite difficult circumstances. I don't know. This is going back 20 odd years ago. And maybe it did help me in certain ways. It helped me live through difficult predicaments and helped the ventilation in my body. I don't know. What do you guys think about this concept of sitting on the couch and talking in a relaxed manner? Do you also believe in this concept of leaving autopilot? Have you been trying different methods of leaving autopilot and connecting with the higher sense of self whilst doing it? I've seen in many different sources lately that when you do things from a more playful kind of perspective, you're more effective at it. I mean, you do find with children that because they're allowed to think and talk from more playful mindset, they come up with more ideas and they sound more creative and they're more effective in what they do. You can learn a lot from children. I think you get that from children because children are allowed to be in that playful mindset. It really helps. As adults, we go into a very, very serious mode of repeat. Like I say, 96% of the actions we do every single day are just to repeat what we did yesterday. 96, 95, I've seen that recently in scientific research. I've seen that in a few different places, which is pretty scary. Like I said on my YouTube channel here, I talk a lot about the lessons I learn every single day. And today I learned an amazing lesson about premonitions. I was walking with my friend today. We were walking on grass, barefoot on grass. And we spoke about premonitions. And I never actually knew this, that quantum physics, i.e. quantum entanglement, also correlates the concept of premonitions and to intuition. Which is really cool because and I've spoken about this in previous videos, how you could take an old memory and you could quite literally change that memory in your mind. Now, a viewer asked, a subscriber here told me a while back that she understood that I was saying that you could quite literally change an event of the past. No, I never said you could change an event of the past. You could just change an old memory. So I spoke about quantum physics, quantum entanglement, and retrocausality. We could quite literally take an old memory and change it from the past, and hence become more productive today, because you don't live in the mindset of being as limited as you thought yourself to be in the past. But today I found out that quantum entanglement also means that you could have premonitions and better intuition, because you quite literally connect to future events, because you're connected to particles and energies and frequencies of the future, which is really cool and really enlightening in a way. Lately, I've been trying to put out YouTube videos which really circulate around the concept of healing, which circulate around the concepts of understanding the self, becoming forgiving within. It's very important because you find a lot of people in this world, they don't forgive themselves for the past. And when they don't forgive others, we get confused and we think that they are an unforgiving person. It's actually them, it's not about them not forgiving others, it's about them not forgiving themselves. Because so much of what we see around us is a reflection of ourselves. I was watching this woman called Nikki Sutton today on YouTube, and she talks about commenters who sent her in comments, and they said to her, you talk about the concept that we're all living in the matrix and life is just an illusion. Well, I just fell down the steps today and I banged my neck, and that MRI scan is not quite an illusion, and that pain that I'm feeling is not quite an illusion. There are quite a few commenters in that style, and she said there's no actual term in the dictionary to describe what it means. It's a type of illusion. Life is a type of illusion, and how we perceive others is a type of illusion, but it's not really an illusion. It would have to be defined with another word, she said, which is pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. She also mentioned something very interesting, and she said that, you look at the matrix, and everything works in a certain way in the matrix. But when the guy wakes up from the matrix, he's back to a different life entirely. And she says, there are people who did levitation, right? They were able to levitate nowadays. How could you levitate if you don't believe that it's possible to not be connected to gravity? Obviously, there are changes in the reality which we presume to be ours. And that also comes along with the package and the deal, which is connected to the concept of premonition, to intuition. It's all connected to the concept of actually you could see into the future. You could see out of the ordinary, out of the matrix, which you are inclined to believe in. We all have those capabilities. It comes through meditation. It comes through various other means of uplifting of the self. So yes, we very much are living in the matrix. And even when it comes to pain, she doesn't say this, and she was very kind, because this person was upset. I'd fallen down the stairs, and please don't come along and say that my fall is just fake. And she said 100%, I'm sympathizing with your pain, and it's real pain. But she did allude to this concept that we have life a certain way because we've been ingrained to see things a certain way. And I've spoken about this in a previous video of a guy who got a medicine, which, he had cancer, and he needed medicine which his doctor provided to him. And then he heard on the radio, they said, this is going back in the 1950s, he heard on the radio, they said this pill is not effective and it's just a fake. So the nocebo effect caused him to not believe in his doctor, and he eventually died from it. So there's a placebo effect, which you could quite. Why am I mentioning this? Because you can see from the placebo effect concept that you could take yourself out from what you believe to be reality. You could change your reality just by taking a pill which you believe to be acting in a certain way, and you could change that and go back to the nocebo effect if your belief changes. So with belief and with higher spiritual elevation, you could actually do things which are not the regular in this matrix, in our setting. And even when it comes to pain, you could alleviate pain by taking a pill, but by thinking in a different way of thinking. You could use the famous Swiss method when it comes to pain. Lots of women use the Swiss method when it comes to when they're in labor and they're about to give birth. They use a Swiss method, which quite literally means that you're taking your means of grappling with pain, and you're dealing with it from a different angle, and you're not feeling that sort of pain anymore. So yes, it is an illusion, but I wouldn't define the word illusion the way the dictionary defines the word illusion. Because the word illusion, and Nikki Sutton mentions this, she said the word illusion, which we would be defining in this case, would be more correlated to the way a magician does an act of magic, which is really just about the trickery of the eye, or as we say in Hebrew, achizat einayim, which means trickery of the eye. She said it's not an illusion, it's real, what you feel when you feel pain, but it's not as definitive and as real as we've been made it out to believe it is. That's my video today. Talking whilst relaxing on my couch. Cracked a joke, made fun of myself. It's good to make fun of yourself. And I was wondering what you thought about this. Please leave it in the comment section down below what you think about these relaxed videos. Should I do it more often maybe? Maybe twice a week? What do you think about it? And if you haven't subscribed yet to my YouTube channel, why not press that subscribe button? And if you like this video, why not press that like button? And if you enjoy these videos, why not share them on social media? Feel free, share away. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Have a nice day with high frequency and high vibes, and I'm sending you out all my love. See you later.